Hello everybody, and I hope you're having a fantastic day, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the update that just came out. Once again, we are still waiting on a light 40 cost. Right now I don't mind, but if it gets pushed after guild battle, I'm going to be quite upset. So if it's before guild battle, I'm alright with it. So I really hope you get your stuff together. Anyways, moving on from there. Again, I'm not complaining because it gives me time to actually spawn what I want to spawn before I actually think about spawning the light 40 cost treasure spawn that will eventually come out. But yeah, because I know I'm going to be spawning this all hands down treasure spawn. There's no way I'm going to miss it. I absolutely cannot miss this. There's times where I'm just like, nope, and I'm just like, okay, I'll save. I was like, nah, I'm not going to spawn that. But this one's something I can't miss. It's got gear, and it's easy to obtain that I absolutely have wanted and partially even need for a long time. Anyways, moving on from there, let's actually talk about this update. Okay, so first thing they added is Awakenings. This is really weird. This is a really weird sequence they're doing it in. What they're doing is they're adding 35, which again, the light 40 cost hasn't came out, but they still have added 35 cost Awakenings already. So they're adding all of the locks, all of the wind, the water, and the fire lock now have Awakening, so that's very, very nice. They're adding that, and they added a 36 cost with Awakening, but it only has it by 7.5k. Really, really weird, but okay, let's roll with it. Yeah, it's got 7.5k, so it's got Awakening, but yeah, it's only 7.5k, so that's very, very interesting. So, and on top of it, it's a 36 cost with Awakening. So I think the purpose in that, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe they're just trying to like catch up, but they don't want to catch up exactly. They're doing it in a weird way. But I think the purpose in that was to throw like that monster in the monster spawn, so the rates of getting Michaela and Ariel are even more damaged than they are before. That's what I think their purpose is. Not 100% sure. It's a resurrection monster, so it's not going to hurt much if they throw it in there. But anyways, moving on from there, the cosmetic shop has been updated, and they should do something like this a lot more often, because if you guys really do want gems, you're really trying to take gems from people, this is an absolute way. This is a absolute good way. Like, you know how you upload like feature gear that's still up to date but not exactly the best anymore? Like all these monsters that have been in the treasure spawn and have been OP once, they're still OP, but they're not as OP as they were. You've been uploading them in like step ups, monster, and treasure spawns, right? You know how you've been doing that, 18? Well, you should do a similar concept with the cosmetic shop. Maybe leave it like a month or two out, so that way it's like they can have time to actually enjoy whaling for the cosmetic that they whale for. But after that, after those 1 or 2 months are up or whatever, you should definitely start adding some of that gear that was in that previous treasure spawn or whatever in the cosmetic shop. This right here is not a bad idea, and if you actually did this a lot more to like, cause like most of the gear that we actually like, some gear that we might want is unattainable through just non-random means. Like, it's randomly obtainable, but it's not obtainable to like a certain degree, like a scope degree, like a guaranteed percent or amount. So definitely, if you threw them in here after a while, after not having that, definitely you'd be able to get gems. It would be so awesome of you to do something like that. I'm not complaining though, because they did add some old gear that again is kind of hard to actually obtain. I know it's not the best stuff, but it's in here and you can obtain it for your cosmetics. So yeah, that's very, very nice. At least they kind of like did something with the cosmetic shop, so I'm pretty happy about that, at least just alone. So I'm not complaining about that. And then we got the Recycle Day campaign. With the Recycle Day campaign, pretty much how it's going to work out is they're going to have ether packs in the recommendation, potential unlocking packs, and then a recycle metal discount. The packs are going to be right here in the recommended packs. So you got ether and awakening packs. So awakening packs are back. So if you need awakening, oh yeah, this is definitely a good way. At least for the 36 cost. Oh, I think that too. It's kind of debatable, because they do have the monster spawn. Monster spawn might be a bit risky though. Won't guarantee it's here, but definitely the monster spawn 70 gems. The 70 gem one, that is, has 36 costs guaranteed. So it's a bit iffy, because you can actually get 35 like cost awakening material actually just within the monster spawn, and getting 70 gems probably isn't a lot. Nah, it's actually around the same amount as actually getting a 35. But like when you're doing the monster spawn, right, you're getting 2 pots, and if you manage to actually infuse it to a different monster, that's going to be 3 pots instead. So for the same price, you're actually getting more pots doing the monster spawn if you wait for the monster spawn, because it's eventually going to come back out, because it hasn't been out for like a week or two. So if you're definitely interested in definitely at least 35, monster spawn would do. 36s are a bit iffy because you're guaranteed within here, not the monster spawn. So yeah, that's pretty much covering that. And of course they have the ether pack. I don't really recommend the ether pack. I mean, the 37 one is good, absolutely, and wow, they're actually adding more ethers to them, and they got super forge quest keys. Now this is a bit iffy. But remember, it's real easy to get drops of ether. If you are whale and you hardcore treasure spawn, getting ethers isn't going to be all too hard either. So keep that in mind while you're thinking about going for the ether pack. If you spawn treasure spawns a lot, ethers are going to be easily attained through the treasure spawns, and you don't have to worry too much about the ether packs. But yeah, it's good that they're doing this, because they already kind of got like awakening orbs right here, and it's a lot cheaper than it is in the awakening and ether packs. So anyways, moving on from there, let's actually get into the next thing. The next thing, oh yeah, is the recycle metals. Now you're not going to be obtaining more recycle metals, but they do have some stuff discounted. Of course, they're going to have a left meter. This left meter is only going to be for the discounted stuff. Once you're done grabbing what's left, quote unquote, it's going to go back to its regular price. It's still going to be here, but it's going to go back to its regular price. So that's what they mean by left, is that's how many of them are going to be actually discounted. So yeah, they have discounted stuff in here, not the tickets, excluding the tickets, but everything else in here is going to be discounted, at least for the certain amount that you're actually going to be getting, and for a limited time on top of it. Okay, so the next thing they have is the Deranged Hero. The Deranged Hero is back and in action with one of my favorite free-to-play monsters, the Susanoo MK2, or something like that. Pretty much how this is going to work out is there's going to be prestige, obviously, but for the most part, when you want stuff, it's going to be orientated around 2 things. It's going to be orientated around the item exchange, so they're going to have items for the stuff, and I'm probably going to be doing this for like the reforged material, kapasas, orbs, premium eggs. I might do this for the armor too. I do have some of the stuff, and the summoning circle. The summoning circle though is going to be mainly for the I think you can get the what's it called? You can get the ticket from here for the most part. It's going to be for like the summoning scroll, so it's going to be, and they don't have bad rates. If it's just like before, they shouldn't have bad rates to get the summoning scroll, especially if you're newer to this game, either to actually get it. So it's going to be mainly for a summoning scroll to actually obtain within the circle of magic, and then for the for the armors and weapons, that's going to be more of like the item exchange. So that's pretty much how that's going to work out. As for prestige, it will play a part. Prestige will play a part in this, right? But pretty much how prestige is going to work is if you actually look at the prestige ladder, they're going to give you windstones, which is for the summoning circle, and they're going to give you disc, which is for the item exchange. So it's going to be also orientated around the item exchange and summoning circle. They do have double prestige times. If you want to check them out, they are right here, so where you can earn double prestige and actually do this. And they do offer, on top of it, they offer a prestige bonus on top of it. So if you have some of the older gear from before when Brahma first came out, this event first came out when Brahma first came out. So if you have some of this gear right here, you can obtain bonus prestige, so you could get that stuff even quicker than you originally would without it. So that's pretty much covering that. And as for the monster, there are multiple ways to actually obtain it. I forgot the ways, so I have to go back on it. But it's not just through the summoning circle you can obtain the monster. You can also obtain it. They have some pieces, it looks like, through the prestige rewards. So you can obtain them through the prestige rewards, some pieces. I'll take a look at that in a second to tell you whether that's good or not. They also, did they take it away? I think they took it away. I remember seeing something about, I can't remember, but it was somewhere here. Okay, here it is. A rare chance to obtain the below Paragon, Arcadia, and Cardish difficulty levels summoning scroll piece. So you have a rare chance to attain the summoning scroll piece. Of course, the rates are probably going to be stupid low, but you can obtain summoning scroll pieces with a rare chance through there as well. So that right there is very, very nice. And what was I? The prestige rewards. Okay, so you get your first summoning scroll piece at 7.5k, so that's not bad. You earn another at 1k, 135k, 175k, And I think from there, you only need one more, and wow, I guess they don't have it. I guess they want you to get at least one through the mission. I think it's going to take 5. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, moving on from there, it's a returning event. It's a 33 cost monster, so it's going to be out of date battle score wise. So I would personally only really recommend this if you absolutely don't have really any good monsters, which even if you don't, SSR featured gear piece and monster spawn, if you stick to those, you'll eventually have good monsters. Or you just want it just for the crap of it. Other than that, I would personally, if I were you, I'd recommend sticking to like the reforged material, like the premium eggs. Premium eggs are going to be, they're not hard to get, but they're very time consuming and a pain to get. Premium eggs and the reforged material, and possibly the stuff if you like the looks of it. But yeah, that's pretty much covering this whole scenario, the update, the event, and everything around it. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, and I hope this helped out. This is the Azrath, and I'll catch you in the next video. I'm out. Peace.